Power costs and sustainability also come to play in business operations. How can companies utilize clean, renewable energy? WEnergy Global CEO Atem Ramsundersingh joins us now from Singapore to talk about this issue. Thank you so much for joining us, Atem. What is the smart grid and what makes it more efficient than existing power grids in the Philippines?
Thank you, Rico, for having me in your show. Well, smart grids are smart in the sense that it uses clean energy that is locally available, abundant in a country like the Philippines, and brings it at a high quality level, which is meaning voltage, current, and frequency at a very high level into the houses and the businesses out there. And we are able to see that all the way in Singapore or in Manila, how that power is distributed out there by the house. The meters are smart, which means we don't need to send people to record the meter readings every month. It is happening in real time, so we are able to bill efficiently and send the bill to the people pretty quick after the end of the month.
So
smart
Atem,
meaning
Atem, what are the technologies behind these smart power grids?
The technologies, first of all, it's a complex of technologies that we have brought together in a place like Sabang, for example, and soon also in the rest of Palawan. It is, first of all, at the generation side, we're using solar energy technologies that are basically capturing sunlight and converting that into electricity. We are also using batteries to store the solar energy during daytime that is not consumed directly by the 600 plus consumers that are connected on our power grid, and then we use that solar power at night, and that's fairly unique that we are able to provide solar energy at night. And in times like typhoons or monsoon seasons where there is not much of sunshine, we are using partial, very limited amount of diesel to provide people 24/7 electricity, which is a requirement by the government for rural off-grid electrification.
And what makes it ideal for island communities? Because WEnergy Global, together with local partners, are powering up several municipalities, as you mentioned earlier, in Palawan. How many households and businesses will this energize?
Well, right now we are energizing about 600 consumers. These are low-income households all the way to hotels or sari-sari shops, for example. And next year, by the end of next year, once we have executed the new contract we have been awarded, then we will be able to electrify close to 7,500 to 8,000 households and small businesses across southern and northern Palawan.
Let's talk about power rates. Let's talk about power rates, Atem. The Philippines is known for having one of the highest in the region. Do smart grids present an opportunity to significantly decrease our country's electricity rates?
Smart grids are there to ensure that the electricity prices are stable over a long period of time, because with the sun, you only need to pray to get proper sunlight. You don't need to be afraid for your energy security by some crazy person who's managing the sun. With diesel, you are volatile, you are importing. The more diesel you use, the higher the price will go in the future. And we can see what is happening right now with the war in Europe, right? The diesel price went almost double in the Philippines, elsewhere as well. So that is not adding on the energy security. I think the price for solar is much cheaper than the price for diesel, that's for sure. Certainly now, we are talking here about clean energy to be a proper pricing. But the beautiful thing of clean energy is that the sun shines 20 years, 30 years from now, and the price is flat. It may go up because of some inflation or some other factors out there, but it is generally a flat. So clean energy ensures flattening of the price. A decline of the price, I wouldn't say that, but it is for sure cheaper than the fossil fuel at this particular moment. And it's clean, it's not polluted.
Right. Yeah. And aside from Palawan, where do you think the smart and clean grids should be built in the country? And will this create more job opportunities for Filipinos?
Well, I certainly think that microgrids and smart grids need to be, are giving us the opportunity to decentralize power or decentralize electrification. In the larger grids, where we are so vulnerable for an earthquake in the north or in the south, a whole millions of people can go down. We saw that recently in the United States. We also know what happens in the Philippines when there are typhoons or volcano or earthquake threats out there. So for us, I think the decentralized microgrids, smart grids are the way to reduce vulnerability in the power grid and not taking it down because somewhere in the country something happened that takes the entire grid down. Millions of families and millions of businesses are out of power. So decentralization is the future. Decentralization powered by clean energy is the opportunity because you can catch the local wind, the local solar, the local hydro, and sell it immediately to the people or deliver it directly to the people and the businesses out there. That's the future. And our company and our partners in the Philippines are betting on that's going to be the standard in the future. Actually, the Microgrid Act that was ratified last December, and we have helped working on that with the Senate's Committee for Energy, is already setting the stage that when existing electric cooperatives would fail to deliver electricity to their constituents or to their customers, that microgrid run by private companies would be the solution to address that problem.
WEnergy Global CEO Atem Ramsundersingh, thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word.